Breaking news from North Nashville, where someone opens fire on a home overnight. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres is at the North Police Precinct right now. Matthew, good morning. You were reporting a little bit earlier. It looks like this home was targeted, right?
That is what police believe this morning, since they say there was a dispute between neighbors late last night that spilled into earlier this morning. And they believe at this point that is the reason as to why the shooting occurred. Now, we are here at the North Police Precinct. The police have already cleared out the scene there out on Fern Avenue where this all happened. Police responded to a home there that was shot at, again, around midnight at Fern and Weekly Avenue. Preliminary investigation reveals that the shooting actually, again, stemmed from that dispute. I just spoke to an officer who says that there is a possible chance that the shooter may actually not be a resident of that neighborhood. So all of that is really, they're trying to iron it all out. The home was struck at least twice, and the two residents inside were not hurt. As you see from the video, officers collected several shell casings. A sergeant told me this morning he is still trying to piece things together. They heard several reports, really stories and sides that they're trying to really make sense of themselves right now. So unfortunately, no one was able to get a description in whoever the gunman is or the vehicle. So at this point, police are working with limited information that they're hoping to at least be directed to as far as this dispute and if any other neighbors are willing to talk. Reporting live in North Nashville, Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Matthew, thanks. A new development now. I-65 is back open down in Williamson County after a semi caused a huge mess on the interstate last night. The big rig actually slammed into the Murfreesboro Road overpass, which is also Highway 96 in Franklin last night. Caused the rig to rip in half, and you can see the mess. The cargo spilled all over the road.
It's shocking. I mean, to see this much damage to a vehicle as well as this many packages. I mean, I can't imagine they'll not have this open for hours and hours.
TDOT engineers checked out the overpass. They gave it the all clear. Amazingly, no one was seriously hurt. And again, the interstate is back open.
After more than 6 months on the run, an escaped inmate is finally back behind bars this morning. Tristan McMahon had just been sentenced for drug and weapons charges when he gave deputies in Bedford County the slip in July. He vanished until last month when he was spotted by police in Athens, Alabama. We're told he hit a police officer and tried to run off again, but it didn't work. He's now back behind bars in the mid-state.
Would probably just be a matter of time until he got into some kind of trouble, and which is exactly what he did. 6 or 7 months of freedom is going to cost him years for what he did.
The Bedford County Courthouse has made several protocol changes following his escape last summer.
Disturbing allegations landing a Bethpage man in handcuffs right now. TBI arresting Louis Garza. He's 58 years old. They picked him up on child rape charges. He's accused of assaulting a child under the age of 14 in Trousdale County. He's being held on a $120,000 bond right now.
Self-defense, well, that's what Madison detectives have to figure out after an argument turned deadly over the weekend. It happened in the parking lot of the Highland Ridge Apartments on Due West Avenue. It happened Saturday. Police say Justin Mick shot his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend, Brandon Edmondson, during a fight. Mick told officers he thought Edmondson was armed and shot him in self-defense. Right now, he is not facing charges, but the investigation is ongoing. And keep an eye out for this guy. Clarksville police say Dante Walden is wanted for shooting a man early Saturday morning. It happened on the 900 block of College Street. The victim was taken to the hospital but is expected to survive. If you see Walden, call Crime Stoppers 931-645-8477.
Pretty bizarre scene at the Nashville International Airport yesterday. A guy facing charges this morning because of it. Yes, it was daylight, but there was a full moon out. Photo of a naked man snapped at the airport yesterday. The guy was quickly arrested for indecent exposure. They say he may have had some sort of mental issue.
The case involving the secret filming of sports reporter Erin Andrews at a Nashville hotel heads to court today. Back in October, Andrews filed a $75 million civil lawsuit against Marriott Hotels. She claims back in 2008, the hotel told her alleged stalker Michael Barrett where she was staying and booked him in a room next to hers. Barrett is accused of filming Andrews, changing and then posting that video online. Today's hearing is at 9. Look for updates on our app and newschannel5.com. Also, a new development this morning is Taylor Swift is sending money to fellow pop star and Nashville native Kesha. Swift is giving Kesha $250,000 to help her get out of a contract with her producer and Sony Music. The singer suffered a devastating blow over the weekend when a judge refused to let her out of her contract. Kesha refuses to work with producer Dr. Luke, as he's called, after she says he sexually assaulted her. He denies those allegations.